This lesson is representing linear functions in different ways. We won't be learning anything new. We're just going to have another day to see how partial variation, direct variation, slope, and initial value all can come together. So the first question says, the cost of hiring Polly the plumber is shown by the equation C equals 100 plus 50n, where n is the number of hours that she works. So I want to start by pointing out that in this question, they told us what C and N is, so we don't need to write our let statements. All right, let's see what the first questions ask us. They want us to complete the table of values. So at 0 hours, that means that in my equation, it would be 100 plus 50 times 0. So 50 times 0 is 0, plus 100 gives me 100. For 1 hour, we would do the same thing. We're going to plug 1 into n. So 100 plus 50 times 1, and that's going to be 150. And then we can see the next one would be 200, 250, 300, and 350. And you can always check that last one. I was just following the pattern of going up by 50. We can check by subbing in. 50 times 5 is 250, plus 100 is 350. Okay, our table of values is complete. Now they want us to complete the scatter plot and draw a line of best fit. So they've already done the scale for us and filled in our titles. So we know that first point, I can't see my data at the same time as doing my graph, but you guys can see yours in front of you. The first point is 0, 100. And then we have 1, 150. 2, 200. 3, 250, 4, 300, and 5, 350. Okay, so it asks us to do a line of best fit. We'll do that next. Make sure you extend it. And they did the labels, but they don't have a title. So let's go ahead and write a title, cost versus hours. Okay, so we've done scatter plot and a line of best fit. It wants to know, is this example partial or direct? So we can see that the line doesn't go through the origin. It starts at 100, so we know this is a partial variation. Since it's a partial variation, that means we have an initial value. So we can see the initial value is 100. We can see that on the graph. And we'll write B equals 100. We can also see that in our table, and we can also see that in our equation. So we know the B value is by itself. Remember that we talked about in our lesson yesterday, I could write the equation this way, and that's the way we're more used to seeing it because we know the general form is mx plus b, but sometimes you will see the equation switched like that. All right. Next, they want us to determine the rate of change. So because it says determine, we're going to do calculation. So we know that means we need 2 points, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So our first point we'll use is the initial value is 0, 100. And then I'll pick another point. I'll pick the point here that I plotted to 200. Okay, we'll label our points x1, y1. x2, y2, and that's going to be 200 minus 100 all over 2 minus 0, which would be 100 divided by 2, which is 50. So we know that's $50 for every hour. All right, let's go ahead and check at the table. If we recall, you can do, I'm just going to get rid of my calculations here. You can do delta C and delta N, and I can see this is going up by 50 as this goes up by 1. So you potentially can do a calculation using delta C over delta N, which should be 50 divided by 1, which we know is $50 per hour. Same answer that we got with 2 points. The other way is we can get a rate of change rate from the equation. So you can see 50 is the rate of change there. All right, describe in words the way Polly gets paid. So I'm just going to rewrite the equation down here. So when I do the description, I'm going to use this to help me. So if this wasn't a real life situation, I'd say it's a partial variation with a slope of 50 and a y-intercept of 100. But it is a real life situation, so I need to make sure that I make it clear how this equation describes a situation. So I can see that Polly is going to get that $100 up front. So Polly is paid $100 up front and $50 every hour. Okay, and that describes how Polly gets paid. All right, let's go ahead to the next page, and we're going to practice that rule of 4. So the missing parts. We can see we have the 4 parts here. The situation is the cost of hiring Mary the mover, and it's shown in the following ways. So they gave us the description. We have to come up with the table, the equation, and the graph. So let's start by reading. The Mary the mover charges a transportation fee of $150 and then $100 per hour. So we know to write an equation, we need 2 things. We need the M and we need the B. So in this situation, I know that the $150, that transportation fee, she pays 1 time. So that's my B. The $100 per hour, we're going to keep paying. So that is our rate. That's our M. So we know it's 100 for our M. That's dollars per hour. And I know that it is $150 transportation fee. Okay, now I'm ready to write my equation. I'm going to need let statements because we don't have any variables. So I will let C represent the cost. And I will let N represent the number of hours. Okay, so I'm ready to write my equation. That's going to be C equals 100 N plus 150. Okay, now I can go ahead and fill in the table. So what I'm going to do, choose hours based on the scale. So choose based on scale. The graph they already scaled for us, so I can see I'm going to use the values 0, 2, 4, and so on. So let's write that in. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So we'll go ahead and sub it into the equation. So we know it's 100 times 0, which is 0 plus 150. Is my first y value, my first cost. If I work 2 hours, 100 times 2 is 200, plus 150 is 350. 4 times 100 is 400, plus 150 is 550. And now I can see the pattern. It's going up by 200 each time. So that would be 750, 950, and 1,150. Okay, let's go ahead and plot our points. So 0, 150, 2, 350, 4, 550, and 6, 750. Okay, we'll draw our line. Now I can see that they did the labels for me, but they don't have a title, so we'll put on here Mary's cost for moving. So you could do a title like that, or you could just do cost versus hours. Okay, A is done. Let's move on to B. Says the profit earned by the winter semi-formal can be shown the following ways. So they gave us the table. Oops, that skipped to the wrong spot. They gave us the table. We have to do the description, the equation, and the graph. So let's start with the equation. So we know to write the equation, we need M and we need B. So I know that I know that B is going to be negative 900 because that's next to 0. And that's the profit. So negative 900, that tells me that they're $900 in the hole right now if 0 tickets are sold. All right, let's go ahead and see what how much it is per ticket. So we're going to do M equals, I'm going to go delta Y over delta X. Now I need a letter to represent Y since it's a real life situation. So I need a let statement. So I'll let P represent the profit. And we'll let T represent tickets sold. Okay, so that's delta T, whoops, not delta T, delta P over delta T. So I can see my profit is going up by 400 as my tickets go up by 10. So that would be 400 divided by 10, which is 40. So that means that my M is $40 per ticket. Okay, so we'll go ahead and write the equation. So the profit is 40 times T, the ticket sold, minus 900, the money that we already put into it. Okay, let's go ahead and do our graph. So our first point is at negative 900. So let's see what the scale counts by. From 0 to 1,000, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ticks. 1,000 divided by 5 is 200. So I know each of these is going by 200. So that'd be negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8. So negative 9 would be in between. And at 10, it's negative 500. So that would be here between negative 4 and negative 6. 20 is negative 100, which is here. 30 is at 300, so that's 2, 4 would be in the middle. 40 is at 700, 2, 4, 6, 8, so 700 is there, and that's enough points to draw my line. So let's go ahead and we'll draw our line. Okay, so what this tells us is that if they sell just over 20 tickets, then they'll break even. They'll recuperate that 900, and then after 20 tickets, that's all profit that they're going to be getting. All right, so let's write our description. So the semi-formal paid out $900 and charge $40 a ticket. Okay, looks good. I'm at the 12-minute mark. I have 2 more examples to do, so I'm going to pause the video here and we'll do a new video for those last 2.